We are just east of the U.S. Capitol, about 8 miles or so, at the home of the Commanders, Northwest Stadium in Landover. So good to have you on board with us, Mike Tirico, Greg Olson here. Greg, you look at the marquee, and it's a lot of offensive stars here. I'm looking at the other side. Defenses better show up here if you want to walk out with a win.
Yeah, I think the burden, of course, lies on the players, particularly the players in the secondaries of both of these teams. They're going to have moments where they've got to win one-on-one, as you said, against some of the top offensive skill players in the league. But I also feel like there's a lot on the shoulders of this defensive coordinator. Can you change up coverages, change up looks, make it difficult pre- and post-snap, not only on these wide receivers and skill players, but also on the guy with the ball in his hand, calling the shots, playing quarterback.
And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback. From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
HLP.
Right to the air to open this one up. The catch is made. This is Tucker Kraft. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. They'll have a first down. It's a gain of 28.
What a luxury. There's certain teams when they have a guy like this. I mean, not only is he the big target,
Appreciate it, bro.
but then to have that size and
You ain't been live for a minute, though. How you
from
been,
these
man?
linebackers and do so much of his damage
Yeah, I'm
after
rocking
the
with
catch.
On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. And they
Has the accolade there. I haven't been
inside
really.
the 25-yard line.
It's been flunky.
It's a gain of 16, and it's 2 nice plays to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 21.
He'll drop to throw. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 24-yard line.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12.
Yeah, man. It's been kind of weird when you're going and everything. I'm like, man, where my boy at? Oh, they are.
Got his man at the 6.
I got Earl Carmichael right now, and I got Jamal Charles, Patrick Queen, and
that is
Kraft.
the way to start a game. Not just score, but Greg, score quickly. A nice opening drive for the first 6 points.
Well, it seems like the hour spent on that opening game script was time well spent. I mean, to take the ball right down the field that quickly, right out of the gates, that's a pretty good opening drive and an early 6 points.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air.
Yeah, it is. I got like
The return
5 or
team
6
going to let
avalanches
that
on
one
my
go.
field.
It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Like I said, I took that rock, man. You going to get damaged.
Play action now. Purdy under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. J.J. Watt in there for the sack. It is a loss of 6 to begin the drive. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Here's a first carry for their running back. And he'll push his way ahead for a gain of 2.
They're going to let Rockman. You're going to get hit with an avalanche if you're going to fumble. Be careful.
3rd and long. Receiver in motion, headed left. On 3rd and long, Purdy to throw. He completes it to Marshall. Down the sideline. And he'll be marked down at the 15-yard line.
All right, Brody.
That is a big gain for the 49ers. 54 yards.
Good play, guys. Good play.
Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's 1st and 10.
First down, San Francisco.
They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. Here's 2nd
Oh, that's
and
what you're
9.
doing?
2nd and 9.
Fire Zion.
Working from the shotgun. He'll hand this one off. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
On third down, it's Purdy. He's got it at the 7.
Okay.
And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively. And now, decision time. What are you going to do on fourth down?
I'm not sure what was the more difficult aspect of the play. Winning his route versus man coverage or catching this pass. Because that quarterback, he put a little extra sauce on that one to get it there on time. And he's able to secure a really nice catch.
He'll send the receiver in motion to the left.
Hey, come on, dude.
And he will
Have a freaking flat there.
Touchdown out of bounds.
That's what he was doing.
Just short of the pylon. So they roll the dice on fourth down and are rewarded with first and goal. So some early intrigue as we have reached the end of the first quarter. 7-0 is our score. Back with more Madden Ultimate Team after this. This opening drive, it has been a work of art. Now, can they put the finishing touches on? It's first and goal. Trying to find a crease in that massive
Through that pocket.
but he's going to come up short.
No gain on the play. Leads to second and goal.
Another shot from the 1 on second and goal. Man in motion, heading left. And he'll take it on in.
Oh, you lucky.
Touchdown, San Francisco.
Lucky, lucky.
Touchdown, San Francisco.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down a score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score in the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come away with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
This is fielded inside the 5. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there.
25-yard line.
Hey, watch the show, buddy. Oh, you would be on for me. Yeah, I'm not sure what about you.
His drive will start on the ground. And he'll somehow turn this into a net positive. Getting out of bounds after a pickup of a yard.
1 yard gain. Brings up second and 9.
Ball on the 27. Here's second down and 9. He'll look to throw. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
It's a gain of 3.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. Oh, in trouble, and down he goes.
Man, I ain't gonna punt it, bro. They gonna worry about you.
Move for the punt team. The offense staying out there for fourth down.
They recognize this defense is trash.
Try and throw. And he's going to have a Commander's first down.
Ain't nobody worry about your defense, bro. You just got Fluky on the D-line.
On fourth down.
Your defense is not that great for me to punt it.
At the 50-yard line.
From the 50, he'll set
Look at
up
that.
to throw. This one into the
Talking about
hands
me
of
punting?
Marshall. And he's in. Touchdown, Commander. That's his second touchdown so far here in the first half. Here's Cam Little for the PAT. The kick is good. And the Commanders will move out to a 14-7 lead.
49ers 7.
Little now following the touchdown, out to kick this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
Purdy on first down. That one to the sideline is over everybody. But now a penalty flag will come in. They may get him for grounding. They send a receiver in motion left. Throwing on second down is Purdy.
You can't be for real. Can't be for real, dude. You got it before, but it wasn't going to happen again.
Right around midfield.
So not a lot of
I know it was a different play, but that underneath route that you threw right at me before, it wasn't going to happen again.
And in this case, mission accomplished, and his guys are headed off the field to celebrate.
And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
It's a gain of 29.
That one good for 29.
For a Commanders first down. First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Now they'll set up to throw. He's got it inside the 5. And he's into the end zone yet again. Touchdown, Washington. What a half he is putting together. That's his third touchdown.
You don't know how to switch stick, bro?
Extra points by Little is...
I appreciate that, but you don't know how to switch stick, though?
Will take a 21-7 lead.
49ers 7.
Little now following the touchdown, out to kick this one away. This placed in the back of the landing zone. He'll return it from the 1. He'll come across the 20 and taken down at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Do you know how to switch stick? Yeah.
They'll begin here on the ground.
Switch stick is basically you in a zone, and you can switch to different players on your field.
For a yard. Quinyon Mitchell up to make the stop.
So his team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way
You're gonna have to
start
physically
sustaining
move around the middle of one
drives and
player.
come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-happy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL.
Yeah, I see you on your defensive tackle. I see you on your ends. I see you basically on any part of the D-line. That's why I'm basically able to
It's Purdy.
get you up the field.
The receiver is Marshall. He's got it. And he'll be brought down, but not before they
I think probably at this, hit the practice thing and all that, and so you can get better at it.
First and 10. Out of the gun, here's Purdy. Oh, he couldn't set. Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. And fortunately, this is going to get out of bounds. So no turnover, and it's actually going to wind up a first.
Man, you got 3 timeouts.
And
Anything can
to
happen.
get the first down yardage, and maybe better fortune that they get the ball back, and Greg retained possession.
Nice job by the back there, Mike. He's able to get the first down, and I know that's where his mind was, but he can't forget
Appreciate
to
it, man.
protect the ball, and that's the utmost importance. And fortunately for him, in this case, the ball ends up going out of bounds. You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
Yards to go.
Third down, Purdy. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. And the offense will elect to burn a timeout. 5 seconds remaining in the second quarter. too long for a field goal, they'll go for it here on 4th down. Here's Purdy. Open man, left side. He's got it. And he's going to have a Niners first down. They convert in style there.
All right, good game.
On 4th and long. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. This one taken at the 7. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he'll be out of bounds on the return.
Just outside of the nation's capital in nearby Landover, Maryland. Welcome in. We're getting a look at the enormous Northwest Stadium. Welcome, everybody, to the booth. I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Ewart for this game. And, Brock, as a former quarterback, I know your focus is on the offensive side of the ball ahead of this kickoff.
Yeah, these two offenses are so fun to watch because the best offenses in this league, Kate, they're about trust. And it just pops out. When you study them during the week on the game film, you just see it. They trust one another. That's head coach, that's coordinator, that's play caller, that's to the quarterback, and then certainly the 11 on the field. Both these groups are getting it done.
And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Straight to the air they go. And the coverage passes an early test. They've got somebody there to knock it away, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. 70 yards on the carry. Now they've got 3rd and 3.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
And in a blink, they are up to midfield before somebody manages to stop him. That's 16 on the pickup. And the Giants are going to have the first down. Another carry for him. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
Gets his tight end on the corner route. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset. Offense already looking like they're in mid-game form. They've got it down to the 32. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. They get an even 10 on that play. And it's good for a New York first down.
And the Giants first down.
Back now, pressure coming. And that's going to fall incomplete. They wanted to get it right back to him after that run, but no luck on that throw. After the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. They'll work against the blitz. And that one's behind him. That's incomplete.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
3rd and long for him here. That's caught for the first. And he has the New York touchdown. The Giants finish up an excellent opening series. Quite the drive they put together to begin this game. What stood out to us, how quickly they were operating. They got a lot of plays in a small amount of time on the way to that touchdown.
What do you mean? We feel that tempo in the booth?
Yep, certainly do.
Kept those guys guessing defensively and on their toes, not quite sure of what was coming next. And it will be that same strategy they employ, I'm going to guess so, until that defense proves they can stop it.
That one right down the middle. And the Giants will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Commanders nothing.
Right, ready to send this one away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And he'll break the 15, but not get much further. Tough field position to start this one out.
They're on 17-yard line.
Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out. Pass play on 1st and 10. Has him on the quick hitter. And some excellent work to drive them all the way up past the 30-yard line. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs. So they'll head up here 1st and 10 from the 34.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Looking in the air here. Short pass brought in. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. They pick up 14 yards on that one, and that's going to give the Commanders a first down.
Commanders first down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
One quarter down for these two NFC East teams. 7-0 is our score. More Madden Ultimate Team action coming up on EA Sports. Time now for the second quarter. Commanders in possession. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Throwing it again here. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Well, he connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series, and he's the one driving it.
Completes this one to Kraft. And that will not be enough for a first down.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Here he is on 3rd and short. Connects on the crosser. Tackle made at the 10. 1st and goal coming up.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
Well, we are still waiting for the scoring for anybody really to get going as we've hit our 2-minute warning. More coming up from Northwest Stadium. Stick around. All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10. Working now from the gun. This one's caught. And he's forced out of bounds after picking up about 7.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook wide open.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Here's the lone back on the handoff. He's hit and driven backwards. This is going to force him into 3rd and goal. The Giants using their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. That goose egg up on the scoreboard, Brock, that is not going away anytime soon if they keep having plays like that.
They really need something, an injection of energy here. Nothing will take the spark out of a series quite like getting stung for a loss.
Okay, already a big decision to make on your opening drive, Brock. Is this 4-down territory, or do you take the field goal and be happy to start off with some points?
Well, remember, Caden, I think we're going to see this all year long. This new kickoff rule is real. You know, that ball now coming out to the 35-yard line, it affects the data and the decision-making. You're going to see more and more teams be aggressive, and I would be.
They're going to throw for it on 4th. And he scores. It's a Washington touchdown. The Commanders earn the chance to tie before halftime. Cam Little to try the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Commanders respond with 7 of their own to tie it here early. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to center away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. Good starting field position for the Giants as they head up 1st and 10. Throwing now out of the shotgun. Diving right side, got it! A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
When coaches discuss their favorite plays of a game, I guarantee you this one's going to be on it. Not just because of the catch, but because of the effort to go lay out and bring in an off-target throw.
And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. The rookie from Georgia in on that tackle. 7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. They give it to him again. They're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. A pickup of 17. And the Giants are going to have the first down.
Every offense in this league is looking for a back who can be an athlete and a bruiser at the same time. You feel lucky if you got one. Someone who can, well, eat up space when the lanes are open and deliver a little punishment to stretch plays when that tackler tries to meet him in the hole.
This is going to take him into the red zone. He's down at the 16-yard line. So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Back to the well again. Good hit on the ground here. That's going to be a 9-yard pickup as it's 2nd down.
He's tackled at the 7-yard line. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Out of the gun. They'll give it to him inside. He's going to be driven backwards. Looks like he's at the 8. 3rd down and 2 here. The offense coming to the line for its 7th play of this drive.
Brings up 3rd down and 2.
A give now from the gun. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. The Giants moving quickly. They're in the hurry up here. They'll run for this. And they come through to stay on the field. That is enough to set this offense up with a 1st and goal. Timeout called, and that's going to be the 2nd for New York. Might be trying to power this across, Brock. They've got 3 tight ends out there. It's 1st and goal. They'll try and punch it in. And he runs it across. Touchdown. The Giants take the lead just before halftime. Manage that clock beautifully. Down to the final moments, Brock, and they get the score just before halftime.
That doesn't change the theme of the halftime speech, but I guarantee you it adds some enthusiasm to the tone. That was awesome.
That one splits the uprights. And the Giants break that tie and now lead by 7. Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. He fields it from the 8. And he's brought down quickly right inside his own 10.
At their own 9-yard line.
They've got 1st and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. Back to throw it. Escapes the pocket. He takes it himself. And he's taken down just a couple of yards shy of the 40. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Right, ready to send this one away. Needed a little more to reach the landing zone. So
stop playing like a bum, man.
Line. And this drive is going to have some great starting field position as a result of that short kick.
You're like a bum.
From the 40-yard line now. This is 1st and 10.
You're playing like a bum. You're playing like a straight bum. You got every golden ticket out there, and you playing like a bum.
Through for a 7-yard gain. Tackle made at the 47.
The only thing you're doing is running with Falele. That's all you know.
Exactly what you're looking for in first down.
You're sad. And all them vanguards. You're sad. You're sad.
It creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Working across the middle, Brock. It is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess.
He has double me.
Even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher
you're
on
a
the
bum.
roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one.
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Breaks a tackle. He's still going. And the Giants are able to take the
you paid for him, all right.
to their own 35-yard line.
Yeah, I know.
Well, I know I don't need to tell you, partner, but if you're going to try to get aggressive, really push a throw downfield like that, you have to be smart about how you do it.
Yeah, that is spot on, Kate. If you got to find that spot when you know the coverage
I expect no tackle turn on mine, buddy.
As you go 20, 30, 40 yards down the field. Hey, listen, these defenders in the league today, you throw a ball deep down the field like that, it turns into a 50-50 ball. More times than not, they can make a play and take it away, just as they did.
First down run gets them 6, so now it is 2nd and 4. Back-to-back carries here. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down.
I'm not mad about anything. I'm just saying that you're a complete freaking bum. Yeah, you're a bum. Look how you're playing. You're playing like a scumbag, dude. You're playing like a straight scumbag. You're not beating me any type of way, shape, or form. Look how you're playing.
Kate, that's just simply the difference making.
Look how you're playing. You're sad.
A lot of backs can get you 10 yards,
yeah,
20 yards, but the elite backs,
you're not successful. You're not successful at all. You're not. You can have this, bro. You can have that. Like, you literally, like, did that much for your team, and you need that? No, you can have it. Like, you're scum kicking with freaking all the golden tickets that came out on your team, and you're scum kicking. And you play like that? You can have it, bro. Vanguards everywhere too, like you can have it. I refuse to play people like that. This man had every golden ticket on his team, bro. 3.3 mil. His price probably didn't drop that much. Yeah, 3.5. 2.1. 4.8. 4. Probably 4.5 for him. Let's see. 4. Yeah, basically like 4.8. 3 mil. I said 3.8 mil for him. 3.5. You got literally almost 25 million 25 million coins on basically for golden tickets. Nigga, you got no life. And then you got a bunch of vanguards pancaking everyone while you running the ball. I can't make this up, bro. I can't. Man, 3.7 for Jameis Winston. Yeah, you can have that, bro. I refuse to play anyone like that, bro. That's your game plan and everything. You playing like that, you can have it. Mhm. Yeah, after that, bro, I'm getting off for now. Get that.